Hello! I'd like to tell you about one of my favourite tracks on M60 Thongs, Coochie, after the tunnels of Coochie. Here's a little story behind the song. It's a little piece I've had since maybe 2014 and just never had any lyrics for it. And then one day I was just sitting there reading a book that my dad had lent me, The Tunnels of Coochie. And this part came on. Well, it didn't come on, I was reading it, and I thought, oh man, goosebumps, this is crazy. I love this. I don't love that people are dying and stuff, but I was lucky to get to go to Coochie when I was in Vietnam, and this girl called Nhi, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, showed me around. It was awesome, I absolutely loved it. And I thought, well, I'll dedicate a piece of music to it.
At the rifle range with me lovely guide, Nhi.
Yeah, good effort.
Just think you can fit easily.
Okay, see you in WA, okay?
I married up the idea of lyrics about Coochie with the music, and that's how that came to be. And that's Coochie. Didn't mean to rhyme that. So here are some things that I learned about Coochie, because the history there is just insane. Hello and welcome to a history lesson with scholar Professor Clint Hodges. Today I'll be talking about the tunnels of Coochie. But it was the knife or bayonet rather than the pistol that became the tunnel rat's best friend. Now you might be wondering, what's a tunnel rat? A tunnel rat, my friend, is a person of the military who had to crawl down into these little holes. But down there was also real rats, real snakes, real spiders, real scorpions, and real little Vietnamese people trying to kill them. Next time you think you're having a bad day, do me a favour and go fuck yourself. Some metalheads and rockers like to wear jackets like these with patches on them. You know the ones I'm talking about. Well, the tunnel rats would wear patches like that too, and they look like this. It's a tunnel rat with a pistol and a flashlight. And the Latin on there translates to not worth a rat's ass. Non gratum annus rodentum. Forgive my pronunciation. A weapon as old as war itself returned to fashion in the darkness, where feel, touch, and strong nerves determined whether you lived or died. The knife was used as a probe or as a silent killing instrument. Booby traps had to be felt for in the pitch darkness by delicately prodding the floor, sides, or roof of the tunnel in what became an instinctive search for tiny telltale wires or for tree roots that somehow just didn't feel right. Forgive me if my pointing finger's a bit shaky, I've just had a coffee. In blackness, only as loud as the mosquitoes, that sensitized the ears close to oral perfection, the tunnel rat usually moved with grotesque slowness, each new inch holding the threat of sudden detonation, that last and terrible flash before death. There was more than just an element of perverse satisfaction, even excitement at meeting a challenge with such grim rules and such awful codes. The isolation in those endless black holes was often welcome. Many rats refused to take communications equipment. Many who took it didn't use it. What was there to say, and what was there worth hearing from the ground, when every faint rustle below needed instant interpretation and reaction? I thought, that's fucking awesome. I felt I had to include the happy part at the end. Because I was thinking about, decades before, these people would have been trying to kill me. But now we're having a wicked day with music and dancing. Although they did put a snake around my shoulders. No, they asked me first. That was cool, and I wanted to do that. Technically, that wasn't at Coochie, but it was part of the same little day trip and been along the Mekong Delta. I absolutely love that place, man. That's got a special place in my heart. And thanks to Nhi for showing me around, I absolutely loved it.
Okay, welcome you to WA. One way to go, don't need to take a flight.
My